Hello and welcome to a new season of Portugal, where as usual we bring you the best of the action from Portugal's Premier Division, Liga Sagres. Coming up in Portugal, Braga look to hold on to the league lead at home. We profile the newcomers at Leiria, and we bring you the latest Portuguese football news. In the weekend, Sporting sought a win in Coimbra, the first of the year. Naval had the pleasure of hosting Porto. Benfica looked to click at the Stadium of Light. And in our feature match, Braga welcomed Belenenses, hoping to stay top of Liga Sagres. At this early stage of the season, Braga has assumed the #1 spot under the guidance of Domingos Paciência. Porto occupy third behind Maritimo, and the league's less fancied sides hold the other top 8 positions. Of note is that last year's second and fourth place sides, Sporting and Nacional, sit in 12th and 13th respectively, and are yet to record a win. Estadio Mata Real and Paços de Ferreira hosted the weekend's first tie, when Vitória Guimarães travelled with new coach Nelo Vingada to the home of the Yellow Boys. Paços, with its full complement of stars, will be looking for the back of the net through William and Cristiano, and Guimarães aiming to score the season's first. Corner for Paços Ferreira, Cristiano with the delivery, but the finish pushed wide as Nielsen advanced to protect his goal. Pedrinha lining up the free kick as Paços continue to threaten. The last touch just went wide. Guimarães finally mustering something, and Douglas found space for Rui Miguel. But the deflection made it just too easy for Casio. The White Angels into Yellow Boys territory once again. No one on the last touch. And Unsao annoyed at his defence. Half-time and fans upbeat despite the lack of goals. Thiago Tadino on a probing run and looking dangerous, but lacking the finish. Then Pedrinha, a goal scorer last week, took a heavy knock in the 65th minute, straight into the hip of the Guimarães captain Mourinho. Pedrinha was then subbed by Colio. No malice from Mourinho, unfortunate for Pedrinha. Targino with a crack at goal and still off target. Paços through Colio, who seemed to enjoy being on the pitch. He fouled at Nielsen, but Nielsen could watch it sail by. More Paços Ferreira, and Cristiano takes a pot shot. But once again, Nielsen had it covered. And that's the way it finished. Scoreless in Paços de Ferreira. Chances, but a lack of finishing finesse meant the goals went astray on the day. In Figueira da Foz, Porto met Naval on Saturday night. The reigning champions looked very sharp last week, in particular some of the new signings in Falcao, Varela and Belushi. Naval started the season with a draw but fell last round to Belenenses, and the Coasters are another side yet to notch up a goal for the season. Naval at home and in their familiar green and white got into Porto's half early. Simplicio popped at Helton, and it wouldn't be the only time. Porto in a sweep downfield, Verreira round and curves it in for Mariano, who duly offloads for Falcao inside the box. Easy for Porto, 1-0, and that's Falcao's third. Sweetly done, nice teamwork, great finish. And for Naval, Simplicio took on the Dragons on his own. Once again, over the top. Naval probing and stressing Houghton. Sloppy from the big keeper, and just tidied in the end by Alvaro Pereira before Bolivia could get a toe on it. Porto under pressure. Gomes rising high, and Simplicio on the spot, but Houghton cancelled it out. Gutsy stuff from Naval. Into the second half, Porto looking to improve. Simple up the middle, Farias slid it through, and Varela with a hint of offside, finished by rounding Paiser with ease. His first goal, and no offside for Varela. 2-0 Porto after 61. Naval kept their heads up and had some luck. Bolivia forward. In the middle, Rolando past Houghton. One at both ends for Rolando this year, and 1-2 after 75. Moreno chipped it in for the home side to apply the pressure. Rolando with the unlucky toe. Lucy gave it some air. Rodriguez knocked it centrally, and Farias bet Paiser to the ball, and 3-1 it was. Farias with his first net of the campaign. 3-1 after 77. Paiser charging forward. Farias got enough of a touch. Then Belushi had a final fling and went close to 4-1. But the Dragons had the 3 and stay near the top of the table. Final score, 3-1 Porto. The spoils between the next two sides have been shared throughout recent years. Maritimo took the win the 07-08 season on the road 2-1, but prior to that, Leiria definitely held the upper hand. Maritimo on the road and at goal, but the distance proving too much. Leiria stumbled across the match's second chance, but Antiguri's cross was misjudged by Picanha, but the crossbar saved the visitors. Then the ball worked its way nicely to Kanu in front of goal. Poor control, should have done better, fluffing it in the end. Maritimo tested the Leiria defence. Jurisic just before the pause. Again, wide of the posts. Half time and another goalless half. Paulau had some room, some time, but no direction for Leiria. And Fernandez wondering when the goal would come, as does Carvalhal. Migoletto guided the free kick in for the Mariners, however, it was too easy for Jurisic. Casio and Leiria had a golden opportunity. How could he miss this one? Fernandez must have wondered how that would have been the match for the home side. Two quick chances for Maritimo, but the defence holding tight for Leiria. Just. And not too many Mariners fans who made the trip. Leiria tried until the final second through Issouf, but the ball just didn't want to meet the nylon on the day. No goals in frustration for Carlos Carvalhal after the Madeira side's lively start to the season. Leiria remain unbeaten, and let's get to know Leiria a little better.
Founded in 1966, União Desportiva de Leiria, the youngest club in Liga Sagres, has made a welcome return to the top division after an absence of 1 year. The club's home stadium, Estadio Dr. Magalhães Pessoa, boasts a capacity of over 23,000 and was built for the 2004 Euros. Leiria's main rivals are Académica and Naval, with whom the clubs share the same district. New coach and Sporting legend Manuel Fernandez will be hoping the side punches above its weight this year and stays afloat in the top league.
Leixões versus Rio Ave on paper should be a fairly even contest, but the visitors do have the potential to surprise, as we saw at the end of last season, in order to avoid relegation. Rio Ave through Bruno, Gama and Chidi sent the ball to Daigle for a test early on. Good save. And he was called upon again to do the same. Vires it was on Diego. Leixões on the ball, Jean Sony from long range, untidy from Carlos, and Pulga just too late. Rio Ave's keeper Carlos Fernandes was then involved in a mid-air collision with Pulga and came off second best and off the field. Let's hope he's okay. He was replaced by Moura. Leixões, Laranjeiro, and a great effort by the Brazilian. And by Moura, first up in the second 45. Another blow for the visitors came in the 59th minute. Vires infringed with an ugly challenge, and he was handed a second yellow and an early shower, but it didn't seem to put the damper on Rio Ave's hopes of winning the match. Late in the fray, Fauli looked set to hand Leixões the win. However, he failed to convert, and the match ended in another scoreless draw. Unbeaten for Rio Ave, who showed some spirit, and Leixões 3 draws but no goals. There has been a lot of talk about the failure of Sporting to record a win so far this season, not only in the league but even pre-season. And with that in mind, Paulo Bento's men travelled to Coimbra to take on Academic. The referee for the match was Jorge Sousa. Academica got the best start of the match in a hysteric scramble in front of the Lions' cage. Paulo Sergio picked up a cross that eventuated, and Patricio responded with some great keeping. Remember Yannick's goal from last week? Well, he tore off in another run and had a go this week too. Bang off the bar, and Academica were let off the hook. A Sporting free kick from Veloso towards Ricardo. A little shaky from the Academica keeper. Half-time in Coimbra, and once again, no goals. Groundhog Day in the second half as Paulo Sergio rose to the occasion, exposing the much talked about Sporting defence against the cross, but missed the mark. Maltinho lifts one forward for number 31, Lietzen. He finishes those in his sleep, but this time the Sporting marksman strays wide. Lietzen not so happy with the close attention. Just got pushed off the ball there, Lietzen. Sporting trying to muster something. Vukcevic working hard, aggressive. And he got away. Any takers? Yes. Lietzen bumps a fine header into the net. 1-0 Sporting after 64. Lietzen's first goal of the new campaign. Now Lietzen needs to do it for his adopted country. More on that in our news. 1-0 Sporting. Great work from Vukcevic. Fighting his way down the touchline. And what a finish. In the 76th minute, Miguel Pedro was given an early shower, and that was definitely the end of Academica's somewhat weak attack. But unlucky for Pedro. He did have the ball. Despite the deficit in numbers and on the scoreboard, Academica saw the equaliser, the efforts of Pedrinho and of course Paulo Sergio. Sporting had little trouble finding the holes, and Lietsen found Celero, the sub, who was on for Marquez, who in turn linked with Yannick, and the result was put beyond doubt. Yannick's second goal of the season, Sporting's first victory in the bag. Relief for Bento before the international break, but undoubtedly a great deal to work on in the Lions camp. Sporting weren't finished, and a quick free kick saw Yannick hunting goal number 3. He was a danger all match, but he finished the 90 minutes with just 1 to his name. So in the end, in Coimbra, Academica 0, Sporting 2.
Sporting's Brazilian-born striker Liedson is set to make his Portuguese national team debut after being selected by Carlos Queiroz for the upcoming must-win World Cup qualifiers against Denmark and Hungary. Portugal is currently tied for third with Sweden in their group. FC Porto's opposition for the Champions League group stage has been finalized. English giants Chelsea, Spanish side Atletico Madrid, and Cypriot newcomers Apoel make up the Dragons group, where the top 2 advance and the third-place side drops into the Europa League. Europa League success for Nacional saw the Madeira side knock out Russia's richest club, Zenit, the 2008 UEFA Cup winners. Nacional have drawn Werder Bremen, Atletico Bilbao, and Austria Vienna in the next stage. Sporting will also meet German opposition in the form of Hertha Berlin, Heerenveen from Holland, and Latvia's Ventspils.
Our big game this week features current league leaders Braga versus Lisbon side Belenenses. Commentary from Simon Wilcox.
Here we are, their municipal stadium in Braga, or the AXA Stadium as it's now known. New signing Adriano in the stands. Belenenses now working the right flank. Oh, that's a decent ball in and a good header. Freddie it was. Eduardo with the save. Great ball in from Braga. Good stop. So a chance now for Braga maybe. Oh, that's a decent header. Moises crept up. Hits the upright. Meets it so well. Power and accuracy. And no goal. Oh, he's found some space here. Good save. Paulo Cesar got the wrong side of the defence there, and it nearly paid off. Good stop in the end by Nelson. Had to be quick. Oh, and Freddie's gone round the back here. He's in, and he puts it wide. Well, oh well. Manu with a brilliant ball over the top. Times his run to perfection. Slips the ball wide at the post. Straight up the middle. Oh, that one's being cleared now. There might be something on. Paulo Cesar into the path of Mayong. Great stop, Nelson. Nearly got caught out again, Belenenses. Oh, and that's a decent ball to pick out Paulo Cesar. Here's Marcio Mosoro. Ball in. Oh, needs an own goal. Was it over the line? Diakita has put the ball beyond his own keeper. And did he need to make that slide? Whipped in when there was no one behind him, totally uncalled for, and now Belenenses behind. Oh, no one closing him down. It's worth a crack and a decent effort. Manu again. Here they come. They've got a man over on the left and he's picked out. Oh, it's decent skill in the end. Headed away by Moises. Freddie it was with the quick feet. Say Pedro knocking that one in. Oh, and is he onside? He is. And the flag stays down. And Belenenses are level. It looked like offside, but no flag. Cross in by Se Pedro. Headed back in. 2 men at the far post. Now then, can they regain the initiative? They can! Fantastic strike with the left foot. Hugo Viana, former Portuguese international, has put Braga back in front. Fans are relieved. Already has been all Braga, and here they come again. Andres Madrid heavily involved. Here he is again. And that's it, surely the final nail in the coffin. 90th minute. 3-1 now. Viana grabs his second. Beautiful stuff, textbook attack. Madrid involved, and a great finish. Well, that's it. Referee João Ferreira brings this to an end. The final score here at the Municipal Stadium. Braga 3, Belenenses 1.
On Monday night, Benfica played Setúbal. The Eagles have 14 million supporters around the world thinking that this is the year to break Porto's dominance. And with Europa League group stage play secured, the Lisbon Giants are set to carry on where they left off midweek against Voskla. Referee Duarte Gomes. Goal started to flow early on. Javi Garcia knocked it in from the corner kick for 1-0 after just 13 minutes. And the 40,000 fans just loved it. Aymar and another corner and another goal. Luisao with a touch. 2-0 and his first for the campaign. Benfica very sharp from the set play. Nine minutes later, and a penalty was awarded by referee Gomes after Gikini infringed. Oscar Cardoso stepped up, and Oscar Cardoso delivered. 3-0 after 29 minutes. And there was more to come. Aymar notched up a first for the new season and made it 4-0 with 10 to go in the first half. Then Di Maria and Cardoso supplied the Ramirez, and the score read unbelievably 5-0 after just 37 minutes. Half time, and it's goals, goals, goals at the Stadium of Light. And Rui Costa passing on some of his knowledge. Di Maria, corner, Cardoso. Goal number 6. 6-0 after 65. Then Cardoso and his third of the night. Benfica 7, Setúbal 0 after 75 minutes of play. Coentrão on for Aymar, supplied Gomes, also a sub for 8-0. Lovely header that. A one-sided affair at the Stadium of Light, but Setúbal did get on the board. Helder Barbosa with an opportunist goal. 8-1, and Benfica up to second on the table. Super match from Benfica. Roll on Europa League and roll on the rest of the season, as it seems as though Benfica are here to play. The weekend's results included a number of scoreless matches in Passos Ferreira Guimarães, Leiria Marítimo, Leixões versus Rio Ave, and Nacional's 1-1 draw with Olhanense. But also some big wins as Porto beat Naval 3-1, Sporting Académica 2-0, Braga Belenenses 3-1, and of course Benfica's trouncing of Setúbal 8-1. The table after 3 rounds sees Braga with 3 from 3 in top position, followed by the big guns Benfica and Porto, and Sporting has climbed into 6th behind Rio Ave and Marítimo. In the bottom half, Naval and Setúbal occupy the lowest positions on the ladder and are yet to record wins. Portugal takes a break for a week as the Portuguese national side aims for World Cup qualification. But when we return, it's Sporting versus Paços de Ferreira, Marítimo Braga and Belenenses versus Benfica. That's all from this week's Portugal. Until next time, bye-bye for now.